Wells Fargo and Vanguard and everything. I have one that I cannot read well, and I think I'm just guessing that when I'm putting the shares and the numbers.
Yeah.
It's the Money Concepts one
Okay.
from Hafner.
Yeah.
I want to show it to you and if you could show me how this thing's functioning.
Totally.
It is totally different than Edward Jones or LPL or Vanguard. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
I love a
weird.
good mystery.
Okay. And then I have a second question, so I just need to set up an appointment with you.
Well, we can talk after this, so.
Okay.
Baseball, softball's over?
Oh,
Yeah, it was an exciting
so you have
weekend.
some life back?
Yeah, it was great.
But when's the next sport start, though?
I don't know. I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
They're over.
Come up for air.
Yeah.
You don't want to do fall ball?
No football. But a great,
Like, ready to go?
Okay. Oh, we're live, sorry. Talking about your ball schedule.
Yep.
Okay, we'll call to order and let's do roll call.
Bridget Kelch,
Here?
Joe McGowan,
here.
Ryan Vogue,
Here.
Rick Hop,
Here.
Deanna Fitzgerald, Andrew Clary,
Here.
Marlon Heidman,
Here.
Becky Pate,
Here.
Jeff Patke, Mark Hydridge, Aaron Beckman,
Here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Deanne was coming, she just had something come up with family, and then Jeff's upstairs, so.
So is Mark. I saw him on the way in. He's like, I can't be there. I gotta go upstairs. So,
All right, so let's get started. Let's start with 514 West Front.
Approval of minutes.
Oh, I skipped something, sorry. I'll take a motion to approve the minutes.
also motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so passed. All right, now let's do 514 West Front.
Yes.
Is that you, Ben?
That's me.
You gotta come up to the microphone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We pledged so fast you were like,
I know.
wow, your hat came off so fast.
I don't know.
Were you whispering?
I was just asking a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ben Ziegler, Ziegler Signs, and hello.
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 I was impressed how those, I call them stickers, they're not called stickers, but how those came off and didn't harm the surface.
What's great is you told us that would happen 10 years
Forever
ago,
ago.
7 years?
Yeah, and I try to get, now that just, that doesn't look like a painted, to me, it's about making it look painted on. You know, it's where-
But it's close, it's mural-like.
But I liked where it's like old and, you know.
But I was impressed that they came off and they weren't ripping things off with them.
Yeah. So I'm glad you got that picture on there, that 514 sign. I really wish that was still there.
I know, did it
It's a
just
great
get like
sign.
thrown in the trash? Hopefully it can
Yeah,
be
what happened?
reused.
I don't know what they did with it.
Oh, it went,
He
okay.
didn't touch it. That's
Okay.
somebody else. We built it, you know, and that actually was, what was it before, driftwood?
Yeah.
Hmm?
That was
Oh, hold on. I can get the picture.
combination of that one. That was really old, but that was a fun sign, yeah.
Oh wow.
That was taking one back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, those pieces of wood I took off the riverfront. That was what was
That's
cool.
cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
South Shore.
That is
Okay.
cool.
Well, tell us about the Papos sign.
So Papos, you know, ideally, just like when it comes to me, I would love to try to make it. You know, I always want to try to blend with architecture and stuff like that. But as we grow in this town and we have more, I guess, you know, larger companies coming in and trying to establish that are very brand oriented, already have their brand. So with this said, you know, I have to look at, okay, what's gonna look good, because I'm the first one to tell you guys, I mean,
Is that a backlit sign?
so you
It
said
is.
the word right there, backlit. That's something I really need to stress to you guys, is the terminology is off on all of this stuff. You know, because what you're saying versus what's real.
Okay, well, an interior box illumination,
No, it's not interior box illumination. So it is lit, and that is because it needs to be for that district of downtown on Front Street. And it is not box lit, like you're saying, interior lit. It is individual letters, and they're on a non-lit background that's arched with some brackets that mount to the wall, and then it has the LED neon border exposed. And this is what he uses at every location, all 13 locations that
So
they
tell me how those letters are lit.
are lit with lighting.
Well, yeah, with LEDs you said, right?
LED, everything's LED now. even
But
neon.
bulb or,
LED.
There's no bulbs, LEDs.
The little tiny square guys. It's a
Or
light emitting
It
diode.
can look just like neon. I mean, I can light it 10 different ways. It's not about how it's lit. It's a matter that it needs to be lit for visibility, for all that type of stuff, because it is so far down in that district. Does
and
have
the
so
lighting
much-
is not where we talk about it. We just don't want the old school and whatever the appropriate name is, backlit box. illuminated.
For example, the total access, that's a backlit sign.
Total
right?
access is a horrible sign. It had nothing to do with
But,
it.
but
it
yours
a
is not,
backlit
that's
internal
not
cabinet
backlit.
Every
lit
sign, I mean,
Yeah.
the word you say that, I will get this here. So front lit means it's lights to the front. Backlit means it lights to the back. So all the signs that are halo lit, where you see the solid letter with a halo, that's backlit. Is what you guys are saying, that's backlit.
I mean, I call them panel signs. I've always called them panel signs, but this
Panel
is,
signs?
Could you
panel
give an
signs.
example?
It's got lights, usually it's got fluorescent strips. and you put-
Inside of
and
a
you put
box.
You put one little acrylic lens with all the lettering on it, and it shines through everything.
So that's.
That's not what you have, is that correct?
No, not
Okay.
at all. But I mean, the comps, that's why it's important that we really understand and get on the same page, which is what we're trying to do is
Sure.
And the
make
terminology.
this stuff to where when you say something, because what you say to me, I could turn it around and do it, and it would be, hey, that's not backlit.
Yeah.
That's front lit. Front lit's allowed, you know? Neon's allowed. And it's just, you don't want to put a gray area, because somebody could come here that's,
So you want me to, we almost need a signage glossary.
what you don't want
Oh.
is a big box lighted cabinet.
Yes.
But, so, there's gray area, illuminated. Illuminated sign means a sign that lights, you know, whether it's interior, exterior, you know.
And that's not where we have opposition.
I don't want a big, you know, white box sign that says Joe's, you know, across, shouldn't have said that. Joe, you know, it says across there and
Yeah.
stuff. But the terminology, how that is built and the way it could look, could still have the same concept of it, but yet not look anything like that.
I think you know what we are opposed to, and maybe we just need an education on terminology.
Well, I think the key to this whole new process is to have it reviewed individually by, you know, you guys can put your thing, and then this new, you gotta help me with this thing.
Special use permit.
Special use permit basically says, okay, I love it. Oh my gosh, that does not go with this downtown or building.
That's-
It's a way to control it.
That's the intention, and just so this board knows, council passed our sort of new sign ordinance that requires backlit, neon, and what's the other one? I'm blanking. Electronic message signs to get a special use permit from planning and zoning and city council. And your comments will be, on this sign will be influential in
So how are
deciding
you
that.
viewing this sign?
I'm recommending approval for special use permit. It's not in sort of the main
It
cluster.
does need a special, you're saying it,
Well, everything will need a special.
Yes,
use permit. Yeah.
and that's
any illuminated sign.
Anything. So that
Well-
goes through three, is that right?
yeah. I think this just the terminology is was a bit off, and that's kind of what we're talking about. But generally, yes.
I would love to write a downtown sign glossary ordinance, kind of not ordinance, but something with pictures and examples and stuff like that we could give to Aaron and.
Yeah, I don't think
I
it's.
think you should do that, Ben. I think it's a great idea.
I don't think
Trust me, it's like, these meetings, I love y'all, but it's like, Matt is our permit expert, he deals with cities all over the United States, and
Yeah.
I couldn't do his job, but it's all over the place, and we've learned so much for what all these other municipalities are doing, and all these historic districts.
But I
It's like-
think it's nice that you're someone local and you understand where we're getting crossed up, and you can help us find a good path forward that's gonna make us happy for the historic district and not make you crazy as a
Exactly. Well, I
sign.
mean, my whole thing is I don't care who does the signs. I just want them to look good downtown. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of non-lit signs that I drive by and cringe every single day because They just look like a yard sign, and that doesn't, to me, that doesn't tie with downtown. That doesn't, I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy, it just doesn't have to be, you know, piece of metal painting, you know, it needs to have,
Well,
to every show.
not
it's
every
just-
sign has to
Not
be
every
that.
sign, but it can be so much for the same amount of, you know, the dollars and stuff, it's not there, it's just more of a, I guess it ties into the theme, the feel, the look, and I guess that's where I guess I would love to see something to give ideas, to say, hey, let's try to make it tie in with this stuff.
I think it would be potentially beneficial, you know, to, you know, collaborate on a common set of definitions. I think that would be very beneficial, but I think the framework that we have in place, this is, you know, our sort of first test at that. You know, it's the first sign that is going to go through this new process. So, you know, we can work together on that, but I guess,
I think,
yeah.
And this sign doesn't change colors, does it?
to me, it's obviously different shape and size than the old Driftwood sign we had up, but that was a sign that had individual light-up letters on it. And that's what this is, correct? It's a sign, each
Individual
letter and the
letters.
border lights up.
The thing with doing with
I like the neon.
LED is controllable, and even when they put a face, like when you say, okay, exposed neon is okay, exposed neon is bright, you know, and they can triple stroke that, quadruple stroke that, they can make that to hurt your eyes.
Well, neon is now a special use permit
It is now, it
downtown.
wasn't before, so that's where I'm glad that it's going through this process, because now it has 3 boards to go through. So that way, everybody can have versus just say, nope, this is how I feel today and I don't want it, you know, kind of like what happened.
Well, I think this is a great time to talk about some sort of a glossary and a path forward, because we are looking at redoing the downtown design guidelines, so this is the perfect time to have those
Is that what that
conversations.
is on here? Historic district signage?
No, we're gonna rewrite the whole.
We actually already have all this. We have, through our associations, we have an entire massive book of glossaries with historic stuff and different types of scenarios that I can get a hard copy to you, and then we can sit down and narrow it down to Washington.
While you're sitting there, I do want to ask you about the historic district signs, but let's finish Papos
Okay.
first. Does anybody have any other questions for Ben on the sign?
So the red is just a neon tube that goes around it?
It's a
LEDs, yeah.
Oh, LED.
It's like neon.
Is it an LED? Oh,
It's
so
small.
it's behind the,
Oh, it's solid. It looks like neon. It'll be
Gotcha.
like a neon
Okay.
border on there.
okay.
How do you think,
Go ahead.
size-wise? I feel like, and again, I know we're looking at comparison to some of those other signs, but I feel like it's kind of dinky on the,
Problem is the farther you go out, then it becomes structural and it goes out of
Yeah.
ways. And, you know, I mean, that's 6 foot. The sidewalk's only, what is the sidewalk?
oh, I guess that's bigger than it.
No, I mean, it's just one
Yeah.
of those things. And their logo, I love the vertical, the blade signs. I mean,
That didn't work for their,
Blackmans, you know, all that stuff, that's where those came from. The idea
Yeah.
was for that, was to take it off of that type, but it will not work for his, without changing his logo. And that was-
Yeah. All right.
Trust me, I tried it.
okay, Aaron, you're making us dizzy.
Sorry, my bad. I need to look up here. I'm always just,
And I'm like, whoa.
sorry.
Okay,
I mean, I'm excited about I mean, I've heard nothing good about this place, and, you know, everybody I've talked to in the surrounding, you know, the Craig and the guys with the restaurants are just open arms, so it's
do you
exciting.
know their anticipated open date?
Well, Kevin is actually, he called me today and said, can you please go, because he's in training right now in Rolla or somewhere else, and he's ready to go, just waiting on it.
Oh, yes, the all
Every
needed
day he's called.
special beverages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Takes a minute.
so,
All right.
you know a lot of
Oh, yeah. I think it's fine. I think it looks good.
Same.
I think it fits into the area well. It goes with Sugar Fire and that district, so.
Okay, well, I would entertain a motion to,
Issue a
award
certificate of review.
Certificate of review.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Well, let's just jump quickly down to historic district signage. What we're talking about is technically 2 different sets of signs. One, we have only 2 of our districts are marked, which is the downtown district, and it's that metal sign that's at Main and Elm and that aggregate concrete. You might not
Right by
even
the
notice
fountain?
it. It's been there since the 90s.
You know the one, Ben. You trip over it every time.
It's right in the middle of the sidewalk.
Corner. It's right on the
Right
corner.
by the
There
fountain.
it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
There it is.
That is?
That aggregate
I
thing.
don't look at that. That looks like a tombstone.
It's not.
Sorry, I'm just,
But that is marked. What we do like about it is that there's a historic photo represented on it, and it's probably about where the photographer stood however many years ago. And then there's a small set of, a couple paragraphs, maybe a couple sentences, about describing the downtown district. The only other one we have is at Cedar and Third. It's in the Cleasner's front yard. That's on a pole.
Tibby District.
The Tibby District. It's on a pole, and again, probably where the photographer roughly stood and took the photo. Right there, that guy.
okay, I've seen that one.
And again, historic photo, a little bit of verbiage. So we like that they're marked. They're very old signs. We think they're both from the 90s, we guesstimate. We have 6 total districts, 7. 6. 6. We're only marking 5. One is more of a private farm that we don't want to encourage folks to go to. And so we need to figure out how to mark those, and also locations, hopefully more public versus private locations. And then the second idea, a little farther down the road, Joe, is your bigger sign that you want.
Which one? The one at the corner?
Well,
I think, are you talking about marking each district? Like,
Like on the road sign.
Actually-
Oh, the over the road sign
We
you're talking
talked
about?
well, no, but we talked about road signs, but only when the city's gonna replace those potentially.
They actually just reached out.
Oh,
Yeah, we're working, not like street signs, but like signing our, we're in the process. Wayfinding for our parking lots specifically, because
yeah.
our existing, parking signs are like this, and there's, been some confusion about what is public parking, where is that? And so the idea is, to have signs that look like our, let's see here, that look more like our existing sort of wayfinding, and to name each parking lot, as well, to kind of give it an identity, so.
Oh, yeah.
I have a deal for that. I guess you heard about that?
I did, yes, yeah.
Yeah, we did a huge, parking, was for paid parking and free parking in Avon, Colorado. 26 big signs like that. Day before we were getting ready to ship them out, the city changed the ordinance and canceled the whole project.
oh my God.
So these are gonna be, and they're brand, I mean, we'll just resheet over top of them, but they're thicker than those, or.
So we're changing the name from Washington to Avon, is that what I'm?
I'm not gonna say who. Yeah, like, hey, they're up for grabs, you know? No,
So-
that would be perfect.
that would make the Germans in Washington very
All right,
happy.
okay.
To save money.
Oh, yeah, they might go for it.
Repurpose.
Yeah. It's a good deal.
I think though, I like the idea of being consistent with all of this stuff, cause that one's post right in the yard. I
And
mean,
the other one's aggregate.
we just
Ugh.
did some stuff for Pacific.
It's
and
right
they
in the
did same
sidewalk, I mean.
thing. They put all these historic photos with a description of what it was, and it was all the etched metal, type scenario. And we did them on the same post with the decorative thing and the base, and they just look nice and they last a long time. And it's consistency.
Yeah.
continuity between everything, so we'd be able to help any which way you want to do with that.
Okay.
I'm all about helping.
Okay,
All right.
I will reach out and get some numbers for you, so.
Okay.
I'm still curious about Joe's. Joe didn't really say what, you said his idea.
Oh, we kind of talked 2 different ways on signage, but the smaller, yes, of keeping the photo and the verbiage, but then also just marking
Marking each district.
with a
Locust- the
nicer
Locust Street,
wayfinding,
the
or not
Tibby, the-
wayfinding, but.
Just to help
I call it
identify the
road sign, but
districts.
Whatever,
Downtown district.
I don't know
the-
if wayfinding is the right thing, but
On the post.
Yeah, and then eventually, when the street signs are redone, we hope to do the brown signs, and then maybe even I think on some of them, there used to be like a Lions logo on one side, and if they do that again, I think they participated financially to do that, but maybe it could be like Tibby District, Downtown District, Bush
Yeah, these-
District.
Sometimes
Because-
you can do the little
Whichever
good
district you
idea, too.
happen to be in.
That's
Yeah.
right, they
Yeah.
do the top
Well-
piece.
bump out thing, and then you could put like a
like a
little.
little crown on the top of the sign.
Yeah, I like that
Do
better.
you think that like the street department has that we replace those every 20 years kind of thing? Is
I
that like a
can figure that
maintenance
out, yeah.
thing? I don't know how
figure
long they
that out.
last.
I can tell you what they look like in the mid-90s, and they don't look like that, so.
So,
You've got the little logo on there with the
Yeah, the old steamboat.
Yeah, so that would be the idea, is for all the other historic districts to do something like this and, you know,
Okay.
You have a street that's
get some identity.
37 characters and it doesn't work out so well.
Oh, that does says downtown Washington Historic District, but it's so small you can't even read it.
Yeah, I was going to say, the idea with this is
this
to mark
this
the
is-
districts
this
and
is-
create pride for that district and let people know they actually live in a district, because half of them don't even know.
Right.
So I don't know
You
that.
could always do a topper on top
like,
of the
yeah,
signs,
a little
you know?
Yeah,
I've seen that
yeah.
before too,
Yeah.
where you actually use regular street signs, but on the top, you do a topper of a, you
Yeah.
know, you could
Tibby
have
I like
District or
that.
whatever.
whatever
like that
district
idea,
and
yeah.
just put those on the street signs, and then you don't have to mess with the street signs.
I just drove the Avenue of the Saints, so that whole, you know, from St. Louis all the way to Minneapolis, on the road signs, they have that Avenue of the Saints, you know, with the logo, and that's kind of a nice idea too.
To start customizing road signs, it's expensive, where this could just be an add-on.
No, I mean
Oh, okay.
on the street.
And then you
All
wouldn't
right.
have to necessarily wait to replace street signs if you made a topper
If
for
it's
it.
an add-on.
I like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a little bracket that goes on top, and you can put
Just a
whatever you
little
want
add
on
on
top.
top.
Very
Okay.
inexpensive.
Well, thank you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I think we'll skip to 3 because I think that person's here. Let's talk about 300 and 324 West Fifth.
Hi, my name's Bo Reinberg, and I submitted the application for demolition of these two properties.
Can you zoom in on 300 for me, please? Personally, I don't mind starting. I have no problem with Cedar Crest coming down. I'm excited about your plans, about Fifth Street in general.
It's gonna be called the Avon Hotel.
Oh, boy.
What a coincidence! So I'm pretty excited I showed up for this. No, I'm kidding.
I would be remiss if I didn't say I'm very sad. I understand why you need the square footage and the ground. I am sad that this structure is going to go down, the Fisher House. So that is some heartburn for me. It is a nice historic home, same family for, I don't even know how long, 60 years. So I don't even know if they built it. I don't. It's a little older. I didn't know if it was his parents or if they built it or
Yeah,
if
I
they bought
don't
it.
think so, but
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
Alan Shirley.
Yeah.
So, I would like to ask, you know, as we move forward in discussions, would you be open to a partner of ours is the Washington Historical Society? Would you be open to them coming in, photographing the interior and the exterior before?
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. So.
And
what
and I would also say too, just that house, the interior structure, it's pretty rough. I mean, it's had a lot of deterioration over the past probably 15 years because Ms. Fisher.
There's a hoarding situation, yes.
There's a hoarding situation, and so none of the family got in for a long, long time. So that's, I mean, I don't want to say that is like the only reason we need to take it down because it just
It doesn't fit in
It
your
doesn't
plan.
fit, but I would also say it would be a very difficult home to make habitable again.
I don't know. You should see some of the homes I've seen.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Hey, with time and money, you can do anything.
Do anything. That's exactly right.
There was a doctor's office that you'd enter in on Elm Street side. There's a door into the basement, and so it's a cool house. It
Yeah.
is definitely
It is.
has
That's the only thing. I'm
a
the
lot
same
of
way.
history in the district. So
Veterinarian.
yeah, it was it was a veterinarian. That's right. So
On the side there?
I'm probably probably the oldest one here, so I remember taking my kitty cat in there with my mom.
Right here?
That was a veterinarian.
Wow. Huh.
That's funny.
I wonder if that back
Marilyn, you have to
section
move
wasn't
your mic in
added
front of
to
you.
it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Ben.
All right, how's that?
that's
Oh, much better. Wow.
yeah.
Well,
I do.
yes,
Yeah,
I have a-
we
I have a
do
nice
need to be
voice.
better about being in front of our microphones.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Because when you're away from it or off to the side, what happens at people at home, they turn it up to hear when someone's speaking this way. And then when you have somebody like me that's like, hello, then they get blown away.
Okay.
So, anyway,
Yes, that's what it was.
anything else you want to share with us? Do we have like an aerial?
Yeah,
That's-
I can pull that up.
Okay.
Any chance, and again, I'm just throwing out ideas here, I don't know, you have a picture up there, sort of like in memorandum to the Fisher home anywhere in the hotel space, or
Yeah,
use
oh, yeah,
some
we would
bricks
be.
somewhere? or-
Yeah, no, we would be definitely, I mean, the good thing about, on the operations side with Marriott is they do give some autonomy to, things like that on the interior, on the exterior. They've been they're willing to be very open about making sure that the brand and the feel coordinate well with the
Fits the-
streetscape. Yes.
Well, we'll get to see you back for that.
Yes.
Right.
That's
Oh,
good
I
to
know.
hear.
Yeah.
Man, I'm very excited.
I'm super excited just to initially see the zero lot line. So that's something that has, I think, hopefully we can go forward and toe that line. It's not being towed currently with our most recent construction projects with Schrader's and the one next to it. It's not a zero lot line.
Yeah.
So that's not great, but going forward with all the great things that are gonna happen on Fifth Street, I'm hoping that we can see that and push that through. Fifth Street is such a mishmash, but it is so cool and it has so much potential that I'm really excited for it to,
Yeah, me too.
come
I mean,
into
we're
its own.
obviously very excited. I mean, we
Yeah.
think Fifth Street is,
it's the future.
yeah, exactly. And I just, I think it lends itself to creating just an awesome entrance into downtown and
Definitely.
taking all the momentum downtown and carrying it out. There'll be challenges, there'll be bumps, there'll be, kind of all got to roll up our sleeves and work together, but I don't see why it can't happen.
It's impressive how many parking spaces you got in there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It is.
completely blown away.
Yeah. Well, any other questions?
No, that's it. I mean, so our job, when I first joined this board, the first big thing that came up was the Fifth Street School demolition. And that was, I was on the church board of church for Emmanuel, and I was on the historic preservation, so it was this horrible conflict of interest. And I'll never forget some of Bridget's comments and Rick's comments about, hey, look, this building is incredible, but it might not be salvageable. And so I thank you if we can have access to just photograph the outside and document the history of those buildings, because they don't make them like that anymore,
Right.
So to be able to,
we've talked about doing something with Cedar Crest not during the demolition, but, obviously a lot of local loved ones
oh, man.
passed away and were,
And it's haunted, you do know that, right?
it's very haunted. Because we
My
turned the
grandma's
electric
gonna
off
come
like
back.
a year and a half ago, and there are lights still on, and we have no idea how there are lights that will occasionally.
Wait, did
come.
you say you've cut the electric?
Yeah, like a year and a half ago. So, but what we want to do, if we can do it in the right way, is like set some bricks aside where people could come by and have a brick from
That would be
Cedar Crest. And,
really neat.
I will say there are some people locally that do like these older bricks. Mr. Andy Understall is one of them. So and sometimes, I don't know the condition of those bricks, but sometimes there's a market for those.
Oh, yeah,
So you
sometimes
may
there-
want
yeah.
to look into that for the Fisher home. I don't know about the Cedar Crest one, but.
Well, in my office, I have a full-scale print of Fifth Street where the old homes used to be.
Oh, they were
Those were
amazing.
where the trees
beautiful.
are.
Yeah.
That would be neat to have in the
Love to
hotel,
see that.
actually.
Yeah.
Really cool
Oh, yeah,
for
I'd
artwork
love
in the
to, yeah.
hotel.
We'll connect
19
on Wednesday.
Have you seen the homes that used to
1904.
be there?
No.
Oh my gosh. They were
Awesome.
impressive, yeah.
They were like when I saw them, they were raised, I think, in the 1960s or late 50s, and so I cried when I saw the photos because they are gingerbread and red brick, 2-story fence, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool picture.
So
Yeah, Rick, I'll connect with you on
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
the historical society owns that, and it owns the original photo. So.
Cool.
I will put you in touch with Katie Dickhouse, the director there, because
Great,
she'll be the
thank
one.
you.
She can get you the photos,
Yeah.
and then also she'd be the one to send either herself or a volunteer to do the photos of the Fisher home. So, okay, any other questions? If not, I will take a motion to issue the certificate of review.
I'll motion. Oh,
Brian
go
gets
for
it.
it.
He
Okay.
said it first.
I'll motion we issue the certificate.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Bo.
Thank you
We
very
look
much.
forward to
Thank you.
seeing you in the
Me
future.
too, I do too.
Yeah, this is
Thank you.
interesting.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Okay, let's go back to number 2, 24 West Second Street, trashy roots.
Yes, so the applicant is not here, but this was a sign that was, this sign has been here for a number of years, but, with the changing of face, time for another certificate of review. And this was put up sometime during 2025, staff believe, and we're just now getting it into compliance, with the changing of rules and everything regarding the special use permit process. They are going before planning and zoning later tonight to get that permit to be able to light their sign how they have chosen to. So that being said, this is an existing sign. It's already up. It's been up for a while.
It's an existing bracket.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so they had to redo the electric and the interior and the signs on both sides.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's in direct contrast to our,
Everything we
Yes.
just talked about.
everything we
Yes.
just talked about.
Yes.
I mean, this
it
is what we're opposed to.
Exactly.
I would call this a panel sign where it's lighted. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not
You
like
can
the
see
one
the
from,
lights in the,
Papos where they had the individual letters that were projected from it
Agreed.
Yeah.
with the neon around it. And it's not a horrible sign. It looks nice and
it's just
everything,
lit
but it
bulb.
is you can see, my guess is if you go at night, you can kind of probably see the
Well, you can kind of see,
lights below-
you can
behind
see
them.
right now.
This is at night. This photo was
you
taken at
can
night.
see all the
You can
lights.
see all the lights, the crossbars and the up and down. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But I mean, that sign's from, the brackets from Ed's Meat Market, because I'm looking
I got a
back
photo
to-
of that.
It
Correct.
is. Yeah, it stayed there. It was actually really ugly and empty for a really long time. So
did Ed have a lighted sign there?
Thank
Do you
you.
know?
it was lit.
I'm sorry,
It
say
was, it was a plastic kind of like and the letters raised a little bit, but it
Right.
was just like the
Right.
fluorescent
Right.
bulbs behind it.
Okay.
So, I mean, what can we say? It's
Oh, yeah, I see it.
We reviewed it.
okay. A motion to issue the certificate of review.
I guess any specific comments for regarding the special use permit later tonight? Anything that
That's not a
I don't know.
properly lit sign in a historic district.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
So,
This is everything Ben warned us about. Unless you did it. and then-
But there's a way, like we were talking about, depending upon the route and stuff, and the way.
You want to come up to the mic, please?
This is nothing.
This is helpful, but in all seriousness, though, I
I was
appreciate it.
talking, so I didn't hear the first part of your conversation.
this is the sign, the type of sign that we are
Are
most
opposed to.
opposed to.
That was the old Ed's sign.
Yeah, they just reused the bracket and redid the electric.
So, yeah, so to me is if you were going to try to, let's say where I'm on a budget and I wanna do something like that, first thing would be to do a solid aluminum face so it doesn't light up. To where it's, you cut through like you see some of the routed out, and then you can back it with acrylic, just so it's like, but that way it kills all the light.
Right.
Only the TR and. I
Would
could use
stick
the white
out.
border.
Right.
You couldn't do that with a white border because it would be a acrylic face sign. And going to, routed opaque face, so to say, with just what lights shines through. And then,
Yeah. So it could be,
Becky, I have a question because I can't remember. I know in the Downtown Washington's design grant or signage grant, we say you must follow all of the City of Washington's. Do we ever say, I should know this and I just don't, that they need to submit their certificate of review?
They have to,
Yeah.
yeah.
It does say
They
it.
have to go.
Okay,
it has to
so-
go through
that's
review.
part of.
And I don't know if they participated or
They're
even.
not an investor.
No.
Okay, so, yeah. That is also why we initially came up with, we thought, more carrot, less stick. Maybe the carrot will get them to
good idea.
do the right sign.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I think you've had active use of your sign grant.
Yes, until, I would say this year, we've had people that have commented that they are interested, but last year we did not use all the money from it, because at this point, we're kind of full of, all of our investors kind of have signs now. So we're at kind of a weird point where do we want to move into something else?
Or broaden its
Yes.
usage.
Do we move it to doors as well as something that we've talked about, but yeah, I think a lot of our investors are kind of full up on
Yeah.
signs right now.
To your point though, Bridget, we have had people modify their signs in the past so that they could comply and
great,
use the grant. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
just
cool.
different bracketry, different stuff, just change it up a little bit, just ties it in.
Eventually, this sign will fade, and hopefully, they will come and drink our Kool-Aid, and we can show them.
It will
This is
need a
the
good
way.
washing, a little bit of, getting rid of the roots, re-dyeing the roots. There's a good dyeing analogy in there. I'm just completely.
So it's a great business.
They want to highlight the business.
Thank you.
Oh, there you
Thank
go.
you.
It is a great business. They are wonderful downtown. And hopefully, maybe in the future, we can, a little birdie can tweet at them about their sign. So, did I ask?
Thank you for all the sign language, Ben, by the way. That was-
Oh, boy. Are you here all night? Okay, Andrew.
Sorry.
I will take a motion. Did I do that already? No, I didn't. Did we vote?
I so motion to issue a certificate of review for the Trashy Root sign.
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I think we have a couple that we did via email, so we need to enter those into the record. 310 Elm Street, Aaron, remind us, that's the addition.
Yes,
Is that the garage?
yes. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Do we,
Let
do you
me-
need
let
us to
me-
go through the official motion?
Yeah, we don't need to, yes. Yeah, I just need a motion.
So I'll motion to issue a certificate of review for the garage. I'm pretty sure, the only thing I'm,
Pretty sure that was it, wasn't it? The garage, the detached garage, wasn't it?
I know there was one, but I don't remember.
Let
the
me,
address.
wait, let me just look up this address, because I
remember
said
that,
that,
yeah.
but.
He's on Locust.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
this.
different. Okay, maybe I do. Need to see it.
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't update that. That's supposed to say 514 West Front. That was supposed to be the temporary banner for Papa's, is what that was supposed to be. So that's
I
an
wondered, I was
error
like, I don't remember.
error on
I
my
need to see
part.
it.
Yeah. So that's what that just said. Well, anyway, we'll get that next month. So
So
I just
there
need a
is no-
motion for a B.
For B.
Yep.
So A is
Okay,
off.
so 210 and 214 East Main Street for a fence.
Oh, yeah.
Did we share with the applicant Joe's ideas
Yes.
about color?
Yes, that was
How was
shared.
that received?
Just thank you.
It's gonna be white yet,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okay.
It was heard. It was heard. Yeah.
It was a good comment.
Well, there's white vinyl around it, so it makes sense that you'd match it.
Yeah.
It was just, I think in the future, it's like looks a lot better. than-
Sure.
Well, I
yeah.
think too, like when we finally get to redo the design guidelines, we can say, we prefer, it doesn't have to be this hard rule, but better encouragement and easier to read and
Well, and-
contextualize to your project.
And part of this with fencing specifically long-term and granted, there's a number of things that are going to come before this, but a goal of mine is to, because right now we have rules about, what can be for, fences in town, but we don't permit fences. And, that's a very common practice in a lot of cities, and we're getting to be about the size where we ought to have, if we have rules, we should have a way to enforce those rules instead of just,
a novel idea.
I know it is, yeah. So,
Interesting.
so anywho, we're there, and it's just a matter of getting that in place. But part of those rules could be like, how we have with the sign code. There's backlit, I'm sorry, signs, require, neon signs require a special use permit, and that's baked into the sign code. Part of that could be we have, specific fencing types are not allowed, in the design review area or whatever, So part of that can be as we work towards that code amendment, which we're still a ways off from that, but, that's something I will make a mental note of and write down, so.
Okay. 5, we've kind of,
Do we need to vote it? or
oh,
not?
sorry.
Do we need to vote on it? We do need to
I'll
vote
take
on
a
it, right?
motion for a certificate of review.
We already
Just,
did.
the
is
certificate's
just
already
the
approved, this is just to put it on the record.
Okay.
So, I'll take a motion to approve the certificate of review for 210 and 214 East Main.
That one, we already approved the certificate. This is just to put both of those on the record.
Oh, so we don't have to officially vote when we email vote?
Okay.
I'm sorry?
We don't have to do a verbal vote?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You do not have to do a verbal vote. The email,
We discussed that it's officially on the record and we're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just having it on the agenda, I think, was all we needed to do.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, discussion item number 5. I think with sign bids, I think we want to see what Ziegler has to say compared to our other ones.
Sure. Yep. I got another one as well if you are interested in
Okay.
taking a look at that. So this is from Pyros. Thank you. And I got 2 bids from them. This first one's about,
Is there a picture?
yes, hold on.
Oh, that looks familiar.
I mean, kind of a picture.
Well, it's size, it's okay.
So they had 2 different designs, 2 different bids here, but
That's not really the historical district identification sign, though. That's,
no, this is just a something in place of, because we didn't have artwork, so.
I think it's the butterflies and birds.
It's a little bright.
Just focus on the specifically the, you know, what they're proposing and then the price, and we're going to get to that later. But yeah, so one for 3,800 and then the other one for about 4,000.
For one sign?
Let's see here.
I
know
think
if
that's
that's
removing
correct.
the other one, putting the new one in.
Yeah.
Does it say what it's made out of?
Aluminum, extruded aluminum, well, yeah.
Square aluminum post painted bronze.
1, historical district identification sign.
that's really that's not what it is. But I know what he's saying, right?
The CHPL is.
It's not a district.
If you wanna also-
identification,
if you wanna
it's
move the
a
mic a bit
photo
closer.
of- It's a photo of something. Yeah. The historical
CHPL,
district
yeah,
would
what
be-
is that, Ben?
CHPL is it's a high pressure laminated process. You see it on like parks and trails and stuff like that. It's probably
Like
the
that
most.
Hollywood stuff, is that?
No, it's made up of lots of layers, and it's pressurized. You know, few people do it, and it's just a really thin, but it's layered so much that it just holds up outdoors very well. The only other option to that we've done, which we did for Louis Echo Camp there at Borgia, was it's a acid etched into aluminum, where you can get the photographs and stuff like that, but it's only like a grayscale. It's not gonna be lots of colors, similar to what's already there. How big is it? 24 by 18?
It's not huge, yeah, they're pretty small.
But this goes back to what's the long-term big picture look of tying everything into downtown versus, you know,
Is that the height?
I don't understand the 4 foot by 2 foot. What does that mean?
4
the
foot
height.
tall,
High?
2 foot wide,
4 foot high and 2
Yeah.
foot wide? But the sign is only like this,
18 by
right?
24.
18 by 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to the picture that he has.
Yeah. 2 foot by 18 inches.
So it's 4 foot overall height with it.
It said the
Oh, I got
dimensions
you.
are right
Okay,
there, yeah.
So 16 by a foot.
Yeah. Also, it's taller than 4 feet. I was walking by it the other day, and it is much taller than 4 feet. So that's on me for supplying a
It's
false
just a
dimension.
guesstimate, like,
It
I-
was, yeah.
basically, we did not budget enough funds, it seems,
Yeah,
at every
yeah.
one of these bids. So,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But we budgeted more for next year, and
Do our funds carry over, or do they start fresh? Do they recapture and start fresh?
no, they restart.
If
I
we
believe in
put
the
a
past they've
deposit
carried
down in
over.
20
I do not think they carry over. But
Yeah, they
I'm
don't
not
carry.
positive of that.
But I can ask for them to be carried.
Because we're not gonna expend, I think, all of our funds this year.
Yeah,
so.
probably not.
Okay.
I know we were able to carry
Yeah,
over.
we have in the past.
We
Years
have in the
past.
past.
But that's probably been a staff request. And I haven't specifically, I've just said, hey, we want this much for signage, you know, but I can ask for, you know, the additional money we didn't spend this year to, you know,
Okay.
be in the
All
new
right,
budget.
so I
Okay,
think we can wait and hear back again next month. Discussion item number 6, Fifth Street redevelopment area.
Yes, so this is kind of related to, Bo's project down on Fifth Street. That's one part of this whole, you know, Fifth Street redevelopment area. So, you know, just kind of, you know, as we were talking about the number of historic districts, these are all the historic districts that exist in Washington and kind of generally in the greater downtown area, but part of town that is probably equally as historic, but is I would argue more underinvested than kind of the greater downtown area is the Fifth Street corridor, specifically from Stafford here all the way over to 47, right here.
And I will say this commission paid for a survey. We were going to attempt to move forward to make this a National Register district.
Oh, really? Okay.
There is a complete survey that is, you should have a copy. There's also a copy at the Historical Society.
Okay.
The problem became that there were not enough contiguous buildings. It was too
Sure.
many holes. Too
Okay,
many
that makes some
buildings had been
sense.
torn down. So there are absolutely buildings that should and could be on the National Register. One I'm very concerned about is the building at the corner of, I guess it's the jog. It's the jog of Cedar, where Cedar is right, and then it jogs to the west. Cedar and Fifth.
Yeah,
Cedar and
that's that weird little island of 3 buildings that's not in.
Yeah, because Cedar Street jogs funny there. And so it is.
these right here.
Those, but yes, those are actually that vinyl sided one is probably one of the oldest standing structures on Fifth Street. You didn't know that because it's covered in vinyl. Maybe you can kind of
there-
see the primitive window opening look to it. That's
no.
the theater on the garden building on the corner, and the little setback one. But I also want you to turn the view the other way, the other side of the street. That brick one right there
This?
on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be owned by Gary Volker. I don't know if it is too. It had an amazing front porch on it.
I remember that.
It used to look like that. Yeah. But that little strip of buildings through there and that home are probably the oldest buildings along Fifth Street. And so I think we have a duty to attempt to do what we can to make opportunities available for those property owners. I kind of thought maybe as we've seen in downtown, when one person kind of redoes their building and how it spreads to the neighbors. I hope that is something that will happen on Fifth Street, because there's some really amazing buildings that with just a little bit of investment in them could be pretty fantastic again.
Sure, and that's absolutely the intention of what we're trying to do, which is a TIF district along Fifth Street here, and part of there's several different redevelopment areas, and we'll get into that here. So here's the existing TIF districts, and you all know about the success that they've had in redeveloping downtown, and some of the residential that they've spurred as well. On Andy Understall's Front Street and Rhine River TIFs, and the success they've had, and the orange down here is the proposed new TIF boundary. So talking about specific redevelopment areas, so you got Cedar Crest, Bose project that we looked at earlier, the demolition for that project. That is before the TIF commission, and they will make a determination of.
So that one is RPA one, just
Correct.
that property. Okay.
Yep. So that's the hotel, and then RPA number 2, which is Sonic and Dollar Tree down here. That's
General.
Dollar General.
thank you, Dollar General.
Piggly Wiggly.
Yes, the old Piggly Wiggly Annie's.
That used to be Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, well,
Annie's 5 a dime was to the right.
well,
They had penny candy in there.
it used to be, honestly, it used to be Eric and Annie's. Eric's Grocery Store and Annie's 5 and Dime, and they were husband and wife. And it's
Oh, okay.
at least me, that's probably Eric Dirkholz and Annie Dirkholz. If we could have one store back in Washington, I would choose Annie's. I loved that place.
What about Texas? I went in to buy 25 cents a penny candy, and like, that'll be 26 cents. And I'm like, no, I only got 25.
So Sonic has been enclosed in that land.
Well, that's as far as I understand. That's
Okay.
that is
Where is the TIF commission at? The timeline of things going forward?
Sure. Yeah. So they're going to have a meeting on the 22nd to take a look at the but-for test that Bo has provided to determine if the project is actually feasible without TIF funding, and then they make a final recommendation to council on the 29th. Both those meetings are here at 4 p.m. So
Sit on that commission?
Becky's on it. So those are two sort of individual, large scale, redevelopment.
Haven't heard from any other developer along Fifth Street yet?
No.
Okay.
Those are two large scale projects that hope to, spur investment and activity.
I had heard RPA 2 was high density housing. Is that something that has been said out loud?
Yep.
I've
Okay.
also heard the same thing.
Okay, that's
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
what better place for high density housing than downtown? So, yay.
yeah, absolutely. I agree. And very, very next slide, just breaking down, some of these projects, hotel and retail as we saw, and then multifamily residential. It's got some numbers there. And then anticipated year of completion, and I guess there's some retail as well in RPA 2. And yeah, so talking about or the rest of the corridor, which is more so when you come in, or where you folks come in, that's the rest of Fifth Street, and the idea is to, let's see, it's a little small on here, but the idea is two primary projects for the rest of RPA 3, which is the rest of Fifth Street right now, which is public infrastructure improvements. So a complete.
Did I just read utility burial?
That's sort of up in the air at the moment. That's very preliminary. We don't know exactly what this.
Still my heart. I'm
Sure.
so excited.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what these infrastructure improvements are going to look like, and there might be a long-term planning process where we get a lot of public input and get a landscape architect to kind of work on.
Will
Yeah.
be like the other TIFs where there will be the small TIF program for the property owners to access some of the funds.
Yes, and that's the other part right here is.
It was blank.
No, it's got.
Is that, the grant, okay, I saw that facade improvements 3 and I saw.
Facade improvements program that's going to, hopefully have a grant program for property owners, such as that building we were just talking about. So that's the idea is, there's a lot of great existing historic fabric that's along Fifth Street, and if the city is putting this much money into infrastructure improvements to improve Fifth Street, we want it to look nice.
Yeah, another building, just I'm calling out buildings that I
Sure.
worry about along Fifth Street that are pretty iconic to the community's fabric, not just because of the architecture, but because of what's been there, would be what we know today as the Sandbar, but was long known as Sharp Corner. That Budweiser sign has been there for, 60-something years. So it's got a pretty ugly facade slapped on it, probably in the 70s. But that building is amazing, and a little bit of love could go a long way.
I know that the owner is working on the interior right now.
Well, the renter.
Yeah, she doesn't own the
She doesn't
renter.
own the Williams Brothers
There we
owns
go.
the building. So.
Thank you for the correction.
And that gas station, which is the law office.
Mark's office.
It's amazing. So, yeah. That was a gas station that's now a law office.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's the same aggregate that the sign down at the riverfront, or at the Fountain Street.
Could be. That aggregate was heavily used. And most of it now has been eradicated from the riverfront park. So that's exciting. Okay. Anything else? Any questions for Aaron or anything?
Well, I've got a couple more things that I want to talk about, with this. So that's sort of the long-term vision regarding, and these are some sections from the comprehensive plan about what, envisioning what a reimagined Fifth Street would look like. So that includes, it's kind of a little small here, but that includes wider sidewalks, more delineated parking lanes, kind of more signage for, multimodal bike, scooter, things of this nature along Fifth Street, street lighting, pedestrian scale street lighting, I should say, street trees, and then this one still has utilities, but that's up in the air and to be seen. These are some other renderings which these are not for, the portion of Fifth Street that we are talking about with TIF, but I think that, they're interesting to look at, and discuss potentially, increased sidewalk. They have a bike lane depicted, here, parking lanes, some more street trees, kind of some banners like we have downtown. So, just more sections that we're thinking about. And so I guess how this all sort of ties together is, we as the city recognize that Fifth Street is, kind of an underutilized commercial corridor, and, we still pay for the streets and all the, infrastructure that's going on there, but, it needs some love. And part of that love is making sure that, it's going to have its own, unique charm, but that someone ought to, we don't have aesthetic standards in our zoning code. We have, a separate district for Fifth Street, but that's part of what this board does, is gives recommendations for properties, downtown and things like that. And so an idea that I had was, and this is not, set in stone by any measure, of anything, is to extend the design review area along Fifth Street. And this is in the very, very long term, but to have this board potentially review everything that we review along Fifth Street, because frankly, if we're going to invest, this much, capital in improving Fifth Street, it ought to look nice.
Yeah, and I don't know, this is just a random thought that's come in. I really would like to incentivize those owner-occupied single-family homes to be reinvested in. There's some that are vacant. There's an American Foursquare 2-story red brick farther down on Fifth Street that's been vacant my entire life, and I'm like,
Metal roof,
yeah.
no trespass, yeah, beautiful place.
Beautiful home. So there's a lot that can be done that would really make Fifth Street shine again. So development, where the old Jasper Hotel was torn down at, that's going back, isn't it?
Yeah.
At Fifth and Elm, which is now just the old parking lot for Purcell. So
Yep.
Purcell,
And
old Purcell,
Yeah.
I know that's on Elm, but.
I should say, but Bo owns that property as well.
Oh, he did. Okay, so it's no longer owned by Purcell. That's great. Well, we'll be seeing a lot of Bo.
We sure will.
For Fifth Street, if you think you're tough, try parking around Joe's Schools of Dance between the hours of 4 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so having a wider road and more parking spots for, yeah.
Well, you often see like people that do park on Fifth Street, they jump the curb and they have half their, like a quarter of their car on the sidewalk.
They value their lives.
Yeah, no, I don't blame them. I do have something that we received emails on about the paint colors on the old Modern Auto building.
Oh, yes. Aaron, were you on those emails?
No,
Did you see those?
I did not.
Okay,
I'll try and forward them to you.
we'll get those to you, Aaron.
I'm glad you brought that up. I saw the email, I don't know.
I saw the email too, but
It was like a bronze and a.
What is this?
Yeah,
1 West Main Street, the old Modern Auto, where the
Putting up
Greifes
like
and
that
someone else
faux
are doing
stucco-
residential
Doing
upstairs.
stucco
I
now.
thought they said they were going to be here
One West Main.
in the email. The woman said.
that come before us at all?
I don't
reading
remember
that.
that.
I thought
we-
they said they looked at our guidelines and chose
West
these
Main.
colors.
Did we review that officially?
Oh, you're talking about this?
Yeah.
This building right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did we?
I believe we did, because I know we looked at the rooftop deck at one point in time.
I don't remember the facade, though.
I was not here at the time, but I remember their deck came up in our sort of internal engineering site plan, and it was flagged because it needed. Jamie, do you remember if you're still back there? This one?
West Main.
I'd have to look on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know, because I remember. You remember that site plan where we looked at the deck on top, but I don't remember if that was. I was under the assumption that was also exterior improvements as well. That's right. Yeah, we did. We did. Okay. We'll get back to you. Thank you, Jamie.
What's the colors what are you talking about?
I'm trying to find.
Well, they have a whole new facade on the building. It's all foam and then they plastered.
Stucco
Over it.
over, and it's
Call
got
that
kind of like
Stuccoed
a
over
raised
brick.
panel type
Yeah.
look around all the windows and doors.
Framing, like,
Yeah. And the framing around like the raised panel was a darker color,
Icon.
and then I think like a dark bronze.
Why didn't we see that?
So no one here remembers looking at this?
I saw the email for the colors.
But
No, they
but
just
here,
sent it,
I'm
but
talking
they haven't
about.
come before us to present the project.
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay, all right.
Unless
Well,
they-
I will contact them and make sure that we
It
get them at
wasn't-
next month's meeting.
Chad's brother, was it?
No,
He didn't come before us?
no.
Dale.
The initial structure I remember talking about. I don't remember seeing anything about the facade.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Well, it's done.
Well, they still got to get a review, so we'll get them here. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Shame on
I
me. I
think
just
if
thought it
you
was done.
definitely see something, I shared something on Elm Street with Aaron today that I thought should have been reviewed. It looks great, but still should have been reviewed. So if you are seeing that, especially Becky, because you're around a lot, so
Well, I'm like 30 feet away from this every day, and I just assumed that had been, and they were just coming for
I did too.
colors.
Yep,
So,
me too.
But then I saw that email about the paint
I
color.
will have to look on a regular computer because looking on my phone
Oh,
is
sure,
not
yeah,
working.
yeah.
I
I
might be able to
I
find it
didn't
here
delete
in a
them, so
sec.
they're somewhere in here. Okay, all right. So we will have to review that next month because obviously none of us can find this email we all know we received. Okay. Old business. I don't know that I know next week Aaron goes to the National Alliance for Historic Preservation Commissions in Minneapolis.
Correct? Yes.
So we will be looking forward to your thoughts when you come home and all the great things you're gonna learn.
Yes.
And, are any of those other items, I will say, I know I'm attending and probably, I assume Becky is going to the Missouri Main Street Conference at the end of this month in Springfield, Missouri. I don't know if any of you others are attending. Joe?
can't go.
No.
Nope, okay.
If I do, it'll be last minute.
Okay, sounds good.
He just hops in my car on my way out of town.
Um,
Why's my suitcase so heavy?
So we are not in our new year. We've already given all of our 2026 Curb Appeal Awards, right? All of our signs are out?
I just said.
I believe so.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some more time before we can do our 2027 Curb Appeals. Did you ever get photos for,
Yeah, I did. I sent.
are we all good?
I think so. Maybe not. I know I sent the understalls. I'm still working on. Oh, give me a second. A couple across the road, the guy was like, "Oh, let me ask my wife if I can receive this award." Because they're and in their defense, they want to add on, and he's like, and I said, "Well, then you just get it again." And he's like, so. Anyway, I've not been by there in several months, to be perfectly honest. So, give me a second. I'll think of his name.
Found it. Maureen Tokar sent it. I'm gonna forward
Yep,
this to
I've
you.
already forwarded it to Aaron. So.
Oh, I've been looking this whole time.
Well, I just did it, and I didn't want to interrupt you. But I've got a little picture for those of you. I don't know if you want to pass
Yeah,
that down.
This is what it's gonna look
It's
like.
dark. It's got
Leather-bound books.
yeah. I mean, it's gotta have a presence.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Urbane bronze.
I thought you meant they just covered the bottom portion.
Well, when I saw it going up, I made a comment, "Oh, crap, they're covering the brick."
That's exactly what happened. Literally, we got back home, and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot of styrofoam." She's got
See
it.
that? You saw it.
Well, with the way they
Yeah.
put the new windows in,
Remember
they
it?
had to do. So
I didn't get a copy of that in my email.
No, we
I
all did.
forwarded
They-
it to you, Aaron.
They sent an
like, just
email
now,
to
so I
Bridget
don't know if you
and
can open it or
myself.
if you
So
want to send
that's
it
what
out to the
they're
rest of the commission. But
I think I just assumed it went to all of us, but it looks like, no, it only went to Andrew, me, and Rick.
that it was like a CGI rendering of the corner of the building.
I didn't get the photos. If you want
All right. let
They're
me-
in the actual email body. They're not attached.
I'll try it. I'll do it right now again, Aaron.
Anywho.
All right, I just sent you a completely blank email with nothing but a picture. So.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other comments or questions about old business? Does anybody have any other business to bring before the commission tonight?
Then Bridget, I make a motion that we adjourn.
All right.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you all so much.